Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I thought about talking about this third-party figure because why not? It interests me, so here we go. This is the NewAge H43V, and I believe it's called Umibozu, if I'm not mistaken. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but basically this is a Legends version of Depthcharge in a different take, and the reason why it's a different take is that this is actually a rework from their Cyclonus figure that was a Legends scaled figure. And I gotta say that this has brought to light a new way of looking at Depthcharge, because I think the way they pulled this off is actually pretty clever. Using the front of the Cyclonus figure as the tail end, and then changing up the wings, and then adding these parts to the front to make the little mandibles, just really nail that look going for Depthcharge. I mean, anyone could argue whether this is exactly accurate or not, but it's kind of a clever rework if you were to think about it for the character, and I think the colors are good. I like the yellow at the front, though I will say, because it is based on Cyclonus, the certain reworked parts do kind of stand out, especially the curve with the wings and how they feel like blades, and then the front mandibles just have this different texturing to them. It looks a little more organic compared to the rest of the figure, but I think the overall curve of the tail really helped sell this. And again, it's just a backwards version of Cyclonus, so people have thought that, hey, if they could do this with this, I wonder if it might give the idea for Hasbro to do this out of the Kingdom Cyclonus just as a little throw-in. I mean, I don't know, maybe they could. Although I think Hasbro would do more of their own version of Depthcharge and maybe just base it off their own mold. I think that this would be an okay version if they were to decide to do it, but that might just be me. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the robot mode. Now, for the robot, you definitely do see more of that Cyclonus, but it kind of reminds me a lot of the BotCon Beast Wars characters, where a lot of them were their more Cybertronian looks, as opposed to just being based off their original characters. Take, for example, I believe the Cheetor was a repaint of the Clocker figure from Cybertron. The Optimus Primal was a repaint from the Crumple Zone. And I believe that Dinobot was a repaint from the Long Rack figure that had been used a couple times around. So I think that this is a nice idea, and I like the fact that it's a Legends scale figure, but honestly, I would like to see this in a bigger scale. I like how the wings are done over the shoulders. It just makes him look a little wider on the top there, which is good for him. And I think that the newly sculpted head looks nice. It almost kind of looks like part of the mouth is hanging off the top, but I know that's not what that is, but it just kind of looks like that. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I do think the colors are nice with the metallic blue, the purple, and the silver along with the yellow. I think it all fits together pretty well. And then we can also see that you can attach some of the weapons. So for the mandibles, they attach to his hands when you fold them in. So that's a thing that you can do to use that. So it's a little unfortunate that they didn't just get it out of the way and just didn't really reconfigure that for the transformation. But again, considering that this is a different character from a different character entirely, I kind of understand that. And then taking a look at the next image, we could see that he still contains his gun, which is no surprise there. It would be nice if they could rechange the chest to have the blasting shoot thing. I think he had a kind of like a disc launching feature in the original toy, but I understand why they couldn't do that, or they just didn't want to do that. It's just a nice clean version of Depthcharge. So yeah, I like this figure a lot. You know, it's a Legend scale figure, and it definitely piques my interest, you know, and I wanted to touch up on it. So with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and also do that, and I will see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.